Coming up, District 6 winter sports are grasping to stay alive through playoffs.
Plus a look into PIAA team championships.
And Penn State Wrestling's Big Ten doubleheader. After the whistle starts now. Our crews have traveled all over District 6 over this week to cover high school wrestling, basketball, and more. Live from University Park, I'm Evan Pochis.
And I'm Massimo Manfra. We look into Penn State Wrestling's third BJC duel in a row and how former Penn Staters performed at the Super Bowl 59. All that and more right here on After the Whistle.
The Lady Bearcats of Huntington travel to face the Bald Eagle Area Eagles for women's basketball on Monday night. The Eagles have lost their last 2 games in a row, hoping tonight won't make it 3. The Lady Eagles get some pep talk before the game and they're ready to go. We start in the second quarter. Kinsey Clark double covered passes to Lydia Walk for an easy bucket, putting the home team ahead 20-18. Heading into halftime, we have ourselves a 1-point game, 22-21 Bearcats. The Eagles quickly respond in the third quarter as Taylor Habovic grabs the ball, races down the court, passes it to teammate Cybel Thompson, who's right under the basket, making the score 27-23. Now into the fourth quarter, Huntington is running away with this game. After missed baskets for the Eagles, Bearcats' Lily Fiskus takes the ball, drives to the basket, running into her opponent for the bucket. That makes the score 51-27 Huntington. The Eagles fought to the very end, but Huntington took the road win 55-32. Bald Eagle drops down to 5-15, while Huntington's victory bumps them up to 9-11. Both teams will go on the road to their following games on Tuesday.
The Penns Valley Rams hosted the Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders Monday night, looking for an upset against the defending district and state champions. We'll pick it up in the second quarter where Amber Lynn Petreka gets the bounce pass steal for BG, takes on a Rams defender, protects, and gets the finish. 25-4 Marauders. Midway through the second quarter, Hadley Stover keeps the ball alive near the baseline and kicks it out to Jordan Johnson, who sinks the left wing three. With seconds left in the half, El Dingus drives down low, draws a couple of defenders, and finds Ellie Romig up top with hands in her face, who drains the buzzer-beating three. But Penns Valley trails 39-19. Now into the third quarter, it's the Morgan Ruggery show. First, she rattles home a corner three. Look at that. Then, let's fast forward a little bit. She picks up Dingus, who tries to go up, but gets stuffed. Ruggery, all in one motion, tips it, saves it for BG. The Marauders cruised from start to finish, winning at 67-28 on the road. Petreka and Ruggery led Bishop Guilfoyle with 19 apiece, and they finished the regular season 20-2. Penns Valley falls to 14-8 in their regular season finale.
The last time Huntington and Penns Valley faced off, the Rams took a 71-59 win. On Friday night, the Bearcats got a shot at redemption in enemy territory. Both teams were excited and ready to go following a thrilling JV game setting the tone for the night. Penns Valley started strong as Noah Patel puts up back-to-back baskets, giving the Rams some easy early points on the board. Had a good start to the night. It's Huntington's turn as Elliot Geisler Euro steps his way to the basket for some points.
Puts some English on it and gets it to go.
Once again, Geisler showing just what he's made of with the three, making the score 9-13 Penns Valley. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Fletcher Ironside with the block and steal, then hitting the spin cycle, taking it all the way to the hoop for a layup. Huntington's Ty Boyer makes the trip through the paint to punch it in for two, making the score 44-46 Bearcats. Late in the fourth, it's a familiar face as Geisler reaches for the sky, adding another 2 points for Huntington.
Those are tough finishes.
Penns Valley three at the buzzer wouldn't be enough to stop Huntington, who would go on to get the revenge, 61-59. Huntington moves to something on the season, while Penns Valley moves to something, with both teams moving on to their final games of the year.
Bishop Guilfoyle traveled to Bellefonte for their final game of the regular season. BG has not lost a game yet in the new year. BG started off the game hot with this quick steal that led to a transition bucket for Nick Four, capping off a 9-0 run. Bellefonte, better late than never, responding back with this catch-and-shoot fadeaway jumper from Peyton Vankus, from Ryder Hamilton, making the score 9-4. The Marauders would take a huge lead heading into the second quarter, and the ball movement on this play led to the finish and one from Jake Kissel. We've heard that name before in the football season. Here we go in basketball season. Bellefonte would not go down without a fight, however. Down bad in the third quarter, and once again, it's Peyton Vankis making a statement with this deep three.
From the parking lot.
What a connection to give the Red Raiders some needed momentum. In the end, it was BG's fast-paced pay that would be too much for Bellefonte as they came away with a 71-44 win. Bishop Guilfoyle now moves to 18-3 and will await their playoff matchup, whereas Bellefonte will have their final regular season game at home against Clearfield. Due to the weather, all around District 6, games have been postponed and canceled. Our very own Andrew Matt is live outside State College High School with more. Andrew, what do you got for us?
It's quite cold out here outside of State College High School, as multiple games, as you said, around District 6 have been canceled. We were going to be at Bellefonte girls basketball season finale against Mount Union. The game is yet to be rescheduled as Bellefonte looks to end their 20-game losing streak. Reporting for After the Whistle, I'm Andrew Matz.
Thank you, Andrew. It does not look comfortable out there. This past weekend in Altoona, the PIAA hosted their statewide team championship. Bishop McCourt faced off against Berks Catholic, and Faith Christian Academy wrestled Bishop McDevitt in the 2A semifinals. We start off the morning in the 138-pounder matchup. Bishop McCourt and Penn State commit Sam Herring puts Gunnar Mashevsky on his back to get the pin. Next up, Bo Bassett flips Coy Collar, drives him into the mat, and gets all 6 points from the pin for McCourt. McCourt would go on to win 61-6 over Berks Catholic to earn their spot in the 2A finals. McDevitt Faith Christian started quickly as Grayson Music throws Henry Rachich down for the takedown, eventually getting the pin for the Crusaders. At 152 pounds, Faith Christian's Nick Singer gets control of Ryan Langwell's head, pushes him into the mat, and gets 4 points for the near fall, eventually earning himself the pin and getting the win. Faith Christian would defeat McDevitt 35-23 to reclaim their place alongside McCourt in the 2A finals. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the nation, Faith Christian and Bishop McCourt, beat their competition to have a rematch of the 2024 finals. Our very own Mac Leach was there. Mac, what do you have for us?
On to the main event. Sorry, Miles. On to the main event, Bishop McCourt versus Faith Christian Academy in the 2A finals. Sam Herring and Jax Forrest review some strategy before their big revenge match. Starting off at 121, Gage Botero throws Jack Silfies to the mat as he controlled him all the way to a pin for Faith. Nice start to the match. Jax Forrest would flip Henry Racich over his shoulder before driving through him to get a near fall. Another great play there. Jax's teammate Bo Bassett would get in on the action by tossing Max Steen at the edge of the mat for 3 points. That's why he's the best in the country. Adam Waters at 189 pounds would put CJ Pensiero into a headlock and twist all the way to the pin. An impressive showing from him. Faith Christian Academy would enjoy their celebrations as the Lions defeated the Crimson Crushers 34-25 to retain their 2A title for the 3rd year in a row.
And now our very own Mac Leach was there in Altoona. Mac, what do you have for us?
In 2022, Bishop McCourt was banned by the PIAA from postseason competition for 2 years. Last year, they lost to Faith Christian Academy 46-18 in their first postseason back from the ban. This year, Faith Christian wanted to prove their dominance while Bishop McCourt was looking for revenge.
Faith Christian Academy came into the finals as the number 1 team in the nation, while Bishop McCourt came in as number 2 for this highly anticipated rematch in the team finals. Faith Christian came out strong, led by Fred Bachman staying undefeated with a pin over Eli Herring.
Eli Herring wrestled him really tough, and Fred just stayed on it, and ended up catching the pin. That started things out and gave us a lot of momentum, so that was huge.
There was a momentum shift after Jack Forrest's 25-second pin against Henry Racich, which led into Bishop McCourt taking the 145-172 weight classes. That was until Adam Waters for Faith Christian brought it back with 49-second pin over CJ Poncero, leading to his 3rd straight state title supported by his teammates.
I've grown a lot being at Faith, and my coaches have helped me so much. teammates I've learned everything, something from every teammate, and it's just super good.
Faith Christian Academy won the last 3 matches of the night, leading the team to a 34-25 win, making Faith Christian Academy back-to-back AA state champions.
It's a big deal for these guys to be able to stay poised and continue to grind and get it done. So really great feeling being able to achieve it 2 times now. So.
For After the Whistle, I'm Matt Gleach. Now back to you in the studio.
Faith Christian would close out their team's collective season as the 2A state champs for the 3rd year in a row with a record of 14-1, while Bishop McCourt ends their season 14-2. Both teams will continue to prepare for the individual finals in March.
Thank you, Mac. It's the Battle of the Lions as the Altoona Mountain Lions travel to Pagula to play the State College Little Lions on Thursday night.
Wow, that's a lot of Lions.
A whole lot of Lions, a pack of Lions if you must. The ref drops the puck and we're underway. Early in the first period, Oliver Brumberg bounces off the boards to the captain, Sean Murphy, who buries it 1-0 State College early. Late in the first, Coop Brumberg beats the defender wide, cutting towards the net, but loses the puck. Alex Chobody was there to bury it. Altoona starts to fight back as Carter Panic sneaks the puck past Brian Boucher on a long-range backhand. Murphy grabs the puck off the board and takes it around the offensive zone, getting past the defender and sniping it top corner for number 2. The Mountain Lions cut the lead to 1 as Noah Staines cleans up in front, making it 3-2. Murphy gets the pass from Chobody and buries his 3rd of the game, getting the hat trick and tipping his hat. Little Lions won the battle, defeating the Mountain Lions 6-4. Altoona fell to 7-8 after the loss. They played Greater Johnstown on Tuesday night. State College increased their record to 10-5-1. They would lose to Central Cambria on Tuesday and fell to 10-6-1. Both teams play Westmont Hilltop in their next game. Coming up, we'll take a look at some Penn State sports and our favorite plays from the week.
But first, here's a look of some scores from across the PIAA. Number 1 Penn State took on number 19 Michigan last Friday in their last Bryce Jordan Center duel of the season. The Wolverines are looking for their first win in the Bryce Jordan Center since 2000, before we were born. The night started off with the 125-pound matchup where number 7 ranked true freshman Luke Lillidahl puts Christian Tanafu into a cradle and straight to his back to win by fall. This gave the Nittany Lions an early 6-0 lead. During the intermission, the Nittany Lions women's volleyball team showed off their national championship trophy. At 174 pounds now, number 2 ranked Levi Haynes gets his 6th fall of the season against number 29 Joseph Walker in the first period. The Wolverines were still looking for their first points of the match as Levi's win gives the Nittany Lions their 7th consecutive win of the match.
Talk about dominance. Now
the most anticipated match of the night at 197 pounds was Josh Barr and undefeated Jacob Cardenas. This bout went the distance, and Josh Barr was able to pick up a late-round reversal in tiebreaker number 2 that handed Cardenas his first loss as a Michigan State Wolverine.
Wow.
The Nittany Lions won 39-0 to give Michigan its first shutout loss since 2010.
Our reporter Massimo Bonagorio was at the match.
Thanks, Evan. The Bryce Jordan Center was packed like always, and the Nittany Lions did not disappoint their home fans. Let's take a look. Penn State came into this matchup winning 66 consecutive dual matches, not losing since 2020 and not losing at home since 2015. Just like always, a matchup in the Bryce Jordan Center is always highly anticipated by the fans, coaches, and wrestlers.
But, you know, we like wrestling over here. I think it's enjoyable, and I think these guys probably enjoy it. It's good practice. Just the environment and going up on a stage, that's what it's going to be like at the national tournament, and it gives more people a chance to watch our matches. Right, rec hall's just so small.
The Nittany Lions were without starter Braden Davis for the second straight week. but redshirt freshman Kyson Garcia stepped up and got the win at 133.
Yeah, I thought Garcia did a really good job. He hasn't wrestled since November, I don't think, and so that's a big match to be your first match, and the first time he's wrestled in a dual meet, I think. So he did a nice job. He went and scored his points, and I think he probably learned a lot that matches are all the same, and hopefully he can just continue to build off of that.
The match of the night was at 197, where Josh Barr beat undefeated Jacob Cardenas in tiebreaker 2.
It's a blessing, being in the Big Ten. At my weight class with our schedule, it worked out good. 2 big matches in the BJC, and it's just preparation towards nationals with a lot of guys watching and wrestling the best guys in the country. So it's just grateful for it, and it's just another match, though.
The Penn State Nittany Lions remain undefeated after a shutout win against the Michigan Wolverines.
Penn State stays perfect on the season and will look to continue that through Big Ten play.
Penn State continues to dominate the college wrestling world and will have the chance to win their 4th consecutive national championship later this season. Back to you guys.
After its shutout against Michigan, Penn State Wrestling returned to Rec Hall to host Maryland on Sunday. Despite there being some other big sporting event, the fans showed out to support the team. Penn State's Mitchell Messenbrink is up 3-1 in the first period as he spins Alex Uriniak around for the impressive takedown. Messenbrink leads in the second period 15-2 as he moves around Uraniak to secure the tech fall to win the match 18-2. This is Messenbrink's 13th tech fall out of 14 matches this season. That's pretty incredible.
He and Matt Ramos have been getting it done.
Later in the match, Friday star Josh Barr would lead 10-1 in the second period. After taking down Chase Melnick, Barr tries to force him on his back for the pin. He doesn't quite get it, but the 7 points from the takedown and near fall would give him the victory.
Quite the weekend for Josh Barr.
Indeed. Penn State would continue their dominance, beating Maryland 35-10, including 5 tech falls. Penn State advances to 12-0 in dual meets this season and increases their win streak to 68. The Nittany Lions will travel to Columbus next Friday to take on the Buckeyes. Super Bowl 59 saw 4 former Penn Staters face off for the Vince Lombardi Trophy. For the Eagles, former running back Saquon Barkley combined for 97 yards through the air and on the ground. Receiver Jahan Dotson caught 2 balls for 42 yards. Tariq Castro-Fields and the Chiefs' Hunter Norzad did not see any playing time. The Eagles would take home the Lombardi Trophy 40-22.
A week full of exciting action, and now moving into our final highlights, Alec has our top 3 plays of the week.
And just like you said, Mossimo, plenty of great moments to choose from this week, but these 3 really captured our attention.
And at number 3, State High's Sean Murphy beats his way right here to
defense
left
and beats the goalie up high, right where Mama hides the cookies. And coming in at number 2, it's Penn Valley's Fletcher Ironside hitting the spin cycle on that one. And here he goes past the big man and gets the layup as well.
Coast to coast.
And here at number 1, it's Penn State's Josh Barr getting the reversal in tiebreaker 2, securing the win over Michigan's undefeated Jacob Cardenas. Look at what it means to him and the entire Bryce Jordan Center.
I mean, you can hear how loud it is. It's like we're there.
Just some incredible passion, guys. But some crazy action around Penn State in District 6 this week made these plays some of our best.
That's all for this week's show. Tune in to next week for more coverage from District 6 and Penn State sports. I'm Massimo Manfra.
And I'm Evan Poches. For more updates about our show and coverage of the games, follow us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at ATWPSU, and check out Penn State Student Media website. We'll see you next week right here on After the Whistle.